Callie and I left the Arizona Sky Ranch today and made our way to a lake that is northeast of Phoenix. It's the weekend and we've been driving around looking for a camping spot on the lake. We didn't think we were gonna find it. However, check this out. We've got an awesome view of the lake. The best part about the van, we just found this random little dirt pull-off that's maybe 75 yards off the highway, and there's no one here. So we're wondering if you're not supposed to be here. There were no signs that didn't say no overnight camping.
I'm sure we'll find out.
But you can see us from the road, so we'll find out if we're supposed to be here or not. Cross your fingers that no one hassles us in the middle of the night.
We made it through the night and we didn't get kicked out. Awesome. And we have an amazing sunrise to top it off. Callie's already out there getting photos. Today's plan is to head north in the Tonto National Forest, and we're actually meeting up with another friend of ours tonight. We're gonna be staying at his house, and then on Monday, we will be driving into Utah and hitting Bryce and I think Capitol Reef on our way back to Colorado.
It's about 70 degrees and we just found a nice river to stop at. We're gonna see if Hank wants to go swimming. Do you wanna go swimming? You ready? Look, ready? Ready? Oh, okay, here, ready? Go get it.
Up the hill to Jerome, Arizona,
where the road is open 365 days a year.
Is that what it said?
That's what the sign said. Here it is, Jerome, Arizona, in all of its glory. Once a booming copper mining town, now it appears like it's just a place where people like to have fun and ride their Harleys.
You're such a rebel.
I ride a Harley as well.
All right, on to the next spot. Where are we going?
Prescott Valley. We just pulled up to our buddy's house and he's actually just getting in from also being on the road. And so we followed him to his house. It just so happened that we were all at the same place at the same time. He is currently walking around his yard. He told us to wait in the car. He is looking for rattlesnakes with a flashlight to make sure there are not any out in obvious places before we let the dogs out and before we get out. I don't really think I want to get out at all right now. Well, he just told us we're good. Supposedly there aren't any snakes. We'll see. Had an awesome night sleeping in the driveway. You can see our van out there. Check out this view. Absolutely incredible. I think it's always nice weather here in Arizona. Hank has found the perfect spot in the sun. Couldn't be more content than that. Time to hit the road. Head for Zion.
We're just pulling into Zion National Park. Our goal is to hike Angel's Landing for a little sunset session. However, we'll see when we get there.
Sunset's in about 3 hours.
It's 4 o'clock.
We're an hour out. So hopefully we can make it.
Yeah, it's a 3 to 6 hour hike, and I want to be able to see when I get there.
You may notice that we have a little accessory that we haven't had in previous videos.
Yep.
These stylish hats. And you're like, what? You guys match. Where did you get those from? They're made by Climb. They're Gore-Tex, waterproof, all around awesome. I know, you just can't believe how great we look in these.
You look like your dad going fishing with your kids. And this is what spring break looks like at a national park. Hey guy.
The last time we were here was last February on Callie's broken hand tour. She broke it skiing, couldn't do anything after surgery for a couple weeks, so we did a little tour of the national parks. We came down here to Zion. We needed to get back for her follow-up appointment though, and we didn't have time to do anything here in Zion, so we just drove through. Since that was February, we're finding out, 1, there weren't very many people here. 2, you could drive all the way up to Angel's Landing parking area to hike. We just drove in thinking we were gonna drive up there and park, and come to find out, from the spring until the fall, they don't let you actually drive up there and you have to take a shuttle bus. So we just spent the last 10 minutes driving around trying to find a spot to park so we could catch a shuttle bus. We wanted to be close because when we get done with this, there probably won't be any shuttles running and we'll have to walk completely out. I think we're pretty close. We're only a few hundred yards from where the shuttle picks you up, and then it's a couple miles up the canyon to get to the actual trailhead. We'll see how this goes. So far, it's going very busily.
Busily?
Is that a word?
A new word.
Definition of busily is that it's really busy. Thanks a lot for the ride, Russ.
Yep, well, that's supposed to be here at about 8:20.
Okay. All right. I think we're going up here somewhere. Up there.
Okay, babe.
Our driver, Russ, did not seem to be in too much of a hurry, so it kind of took a little bit of time to get here.
Some of these people do not look equipped to hike.
Callie just said a lot of these people look fat.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Going.
Right up there.
And then where?
Up there.
The Asians are telling us we can't make it. What do you say to that, babe?
Some people just told us we would never make it. I don't take the word never in my
You just
vocabulary.
said they would never make it.
Wait, they said we would never make it.
Yeah, they said we would never make it.
Yeah.
You said they would never make it.
Yeah, I said they'd never make it. We're heading right up this.
My legs are already burning. But after that last... What can you tell us?
I'm really fucking glad that we're not gonna be up there with all these people.
We just crested over what I'm gonna call the crest.
Appropriate name.
We've been hiking for 30 minutes. We're already made it to the crest. Probably like a mile and a half-ish, wouldn't you say?
I don't know.
6 o'clock, 2 hours and 20 minutes till the shuttle leaves. Switchback number 64. That is the end goal right there, I think. Don't fall.
Looks like we're about to head up. The trail has been paved this whole time. I'm not sure where we missed that in the instruction booklet, but up until this point, the trail's paved. Hold on. Oh. It's a long ways down. Callie and I have stopped to take quite a few photos at this point, so we have kind of fallen behind on time. However, We've probably passed well over 100 people that have made their way down. I would not want to be up here with all of these people.
Not slipping down.
I think that we are almost to the top, as long as this is not a false summit. We are officially at the top, and we started right down there, right there. We're calling that good. It's a win.
7 o'clock?
We still have a lot of time to spare. I don't know if we're gonna need our headlamps. What kind of fun is that though if you don't use headlamps?
Can't believe it, but it is still light out and we are making our way down. It's about 7:15.
We really don't want to walk the extra 2 miles out, so we're picking up the pace a little bit.
Wow. We have 20 minutes to get down there. Not so sure it's happening. It's 8:08. Probably a little dark for you to see us. We have 12 minutes to go, probably 3/4 of a mile. We've decided that we're gonna jog to try and get the bus. And Tyson's saying we'll probably get there just in time to watch it drive off without us.
And there are bats that keep buzzing me, and I don't like it.
The bats are out. We made it. Are you able to wait 60 seconds? My husband's right there. Coming across the bridge.
Oh, he hurries.
He's hurrying. He's right there. Thank you.
Hey, you made it now. Made it. We just got off the bus, and that was an amazing hike. We have about only 100 yards to go to get to the van. I think there were a couple things that we came out knowing after doing this hike. One, it is absolutely packed. So the bus driver said that this is the 4th busiest national park in the US. Last year they had 4.3 million visitors to the park. He said that the buses start running at 7 a.m. and they are packed at 7 a.m. So you are heading up that trail with hundreds of people, and it all slows down when you hit those chains. You've got to wait for everyone. It was actually pretty spectacular tonight because it turned out that there were only 2 people left up there when we left. I felt really lucky to have all of that space to ourselves for the most part. So that was Angel's Landing. Now we just have to cook some dinner and head to bed, and then on to Bryce tomorrow.
Hey, sleepy dog. Hi. Oh, we missed you.
We camped about 15 miles outside of Bryce National Park last night on some BLM. Somewhere between Zion and here, the temp dropped quite a bit. We lost a little bit of sun this morning. We have snow up in the hills. We came through quite a bit of snow last night over a couple passes, but it's only 29 degrees this morning. It was 60 yesterday, I think, when we were hiking. So a little bit of a change. But we'll head into Bryce, and maybe the temps will warm up here a little bit later this afternoon.
Have a great day.
Hank is kind of thinking, what the fuck? I've been laying in the sand and now there's 2 feet of snow? This is not cool. Take me back to Arizona. And this is the inherent problem of visiting national parks in the middle of winter. Kind of the story of our life. But it's not the middle of winter, it's the middle of March. I can't believe that there's this much snow here.
We did not make it very far.
Looks like we're going to Capitol Reef.
Quick tip for you if you're visiting a national park. If you're willing to walk about 50 feet further than the average person, you can escape the crowds, it seems like.
Yeah.
It's also really snowy, so they may not want to walk in the snow. I don't know. It's nice over here, though.
Check out this view.
We made it to Capitol Reef, and Callie is a little bit underwhelmed.
Just my honest opinion.
So we're just cruising around. We did a little bit of the scenic loop, and it's 20 miles. We did about 5 miles of it. It's cool, but it's all kind of just the same. So we turned around. We're gonna go try to maybe find a place to take Hank and maybe do a small hike with him. He's kind of getting a little antsy, I think. This is not normal for him. He's not allowed in the front seat. But Callie decided that we can break the rules, I guess. Or she can.
You already broke them.
I wouldn't do it.
You already did.
One positive is that there's not any snow here and it is 60 degrees. So we'll take that.
We just took a little break from driving. We're out here in this crazy little desert. We successfully got away from the crowds of the national parks. There is not a soul in sight. Out here, somewhere in Utah, we don't know where we are. There are these dirt hills surrounding us, as you can see. We've been crawling up them and running down them. They're a lot of fun. Hank is enjoying himself. He's kind of been sleeping all day in the van.
We really just needed to get Hank out of the van. And you can't do that in the national parks, but out here,
It's even better.
Free to roam.
The national parks are so cool, but finding little places like this is what it's all about. Huh, Hank? Come here, Hank.
Callie and I made the executive decision to continue on tonight, and we had thought about camping in Moab, but we were within 5 hours of the house, and so we decided to just cruise on back tonight. So we should be back there by 11 p.m.
Yes.
Which is great. We won't be rolling in at 4 a.m., which kind of seems like we do a lot. So I'm gonna call this journey done. One more adventure in the books.
See you next time. We gone done warm out.